What's up, y'all? It's your boy Kazio, and I want to talk about something today that I just recently saw this morning. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. I wasn't really too shocked when I saw this, but it was just honestly disappointing to see. This was the new release of the Steam Machine, well, the release of the prices. And let's be real here, we weren't really too surprised that this thing was going to be expensive. If the recent price hikes that the Steam Deck was aiming to go by, it was damn near clear that the Steam Machine was going to be like 10 times more expensive. But when you take a look at what you're getting for the prices, it's honestly very shocking. Now, let's be real here. I understand that this isn't really Valve's fault. The people who to really blame here, we're going to get into in a minute, and that's going to be more of a rant. But for the Steam Machine in particular, for like the base version, which is like the 500 gigabyte model, and yes, I said that clearly, 500 gigabytes, you're paying like at least like over a band for that bitch, like a band and $34, which is rather odd pricing for Valve. You might as well just charge it like at least 1100 or something like that. But hey, I don't know. I just felt like a band 34 is like crazy. And then the 2 terabyte version, which you're going to be paying like at least 1400 for. So I mean, it's just absolutely crazy. And once again, Valve isn't to blame for this. This is all thanks to the AI goofies over there in fucking Silicon Valley or wherever they live. But back to the Steam Machine and its prices, because on some for real shit, y'all, this is honestly really sad to see. Because let's be real here, I honestly wanted to see Valve take over the console market. Not really take over, but like introduce console players to the variety of PC gaming in terms of like modding and all that other good stuff. Now, if you're someone who's gonna like buy the Steam Machine or like wait to buy it when it comes out, then I'm gonna probably suggest that that's maybe a bad idea, because even despite the prices, I can almost guarantee you my soul that scalpers are gonna come in and the console is instantly gonna get sold out on the market. And we're probably gonna wait like months to almost probably a year before it gets restocked. Which is why in this case, I would honestly just recommend anybody with that kind of money, like to really just buy like a computer. And if you're someone who don't really know how to build a PC, then you could just honestly buy a pre-built one. If you know the parts that you're looking for and you know what you specifically want for the type of games you want to play, then it's not going to really be that hard to find a decent pre-built. Like my first computer that I got was a pre-built computer, and until I really understood the parts and the type of components needed, I started to build my own. And my second computer was pretty much a computer that I built by myself. But now it's time that we get into like the ranty aspect of this video, and that being geared towards the AI goofies at top, the AI tech bros that are literally responsible for the reason why gaming, not even just gaming but technology in general, is getting expensive. And it's just going to continuously get more expensive until like we actually fight back or something. Now, even if you're someone who don't play video games, you notice that AI is probably meddling in your life some way or another, whether that be the massive data centers, the increase in electric bills, or just the overall environmental damage that these companies are doing. And when you consider the results that we're getting in return, it really just has you question, like, what the fuck are these companies doing with this technology? Like, how can this be very beneficial to society like they want it to be? Like, honestly, since ChatGPT's launch, ever since probably like helping a few school students probably pass their exams, what has AI actually done useful for society? I could probably name more negatives than positives, for real, for real. Like all the environmental destruction that these data centers are causing with their mass consumption of resources like electricity and water, and then polluting the exact same air with all these processed GPUs at the exact same time. All for what? So people can just generate a few shitty ChatGPT prompts, or the White House can continue to post AI slop. It is honestly ridiculous. But then again, you can't talk about the negatives without also bringing up some of the positives. And in some good news, it has been like shown that ChatGPT and many other AI companies has actually been losing more money than they've actually been gaining it. This is because AI is just very expensive. It's not the technology that many people thought it was going to be. Like, let's be real here. For AI to really quote unquote take over our lives or take over work like many people claim it will do, this shit will literally have to be on like Skynet levels of powerful, in which, let's be real, we're not in fiction. This is obviously reality, and the reality being that it's very expensive to just simply run these AI data centers. And I do think that's something that a lot of these companies are like experiencing firsthand, because let's be real here, they try to pitch the idea that AI was going to take over our lives, they were going to take over our jobs, they were going to raise our children, a literal quote by Sam Faultman, by the way. But in reality, that's just not the case. If anything, these companies are bleeding money, and when this bubble pops, which it will, you can expect these investors to be knocking on these CEOs' doors on some Virial type shit. But in other words, I really just wanted to talk about this because I saw the prices and I really felt like it was really important to just spread the word on how much AI is just killing everything. But hey, on good news is GTA 6 is on track to coming out this year, so I'll definitely probably do a live stream if that comes out. So, in other words, my name is Kazio, and I've been your homie. Peace out.